Essentially, we express our own style, our taste, and our ideas, which have to be global, because today's world is global. We do not feel particularly inclined or pressured to exhibiting collections which reflect the city that at the moment is hosting us. France is the home to culture, just as Italy is the home to culture and history. The public on the other side of the Alps offered us our starting point. We started off by supplying mosaics to the Hotel Ritz in Place Vendôme in 1989. The French market is extremely receptive. It epitomizes luxury at its absolute best, and consequently, it welcomes with great interest all the new ideas that I believe we're able to offer and launch. Italians are much more Latin than French people are. We like to go beyond the pillars of Hercules. Sometimes we succeed, others we don't. But we have courage, we dare to do things, and we dare to do things also because we have a certain amount of recklessness. If we want to talk about recklessness and Sicis, well, I have to say that we are the epitome of recklessness. Let's take the example of jewelry. We are reckless, but at the same time, we are extremely thoughtful. First of all, in everything we do, we look to history for inspiration. For example, I was inspired by the purchases made by Pauline Bonaparte, who in the 1700s bought micro-mosaic jewelry in Rome. Consequently, I said to myself, why shouldn't we also make jewels in micro-mosaic? If princes, kings and queens were some of the best clients purchasing micro-mosaic jewelry, that means that the market research must be positive, buyers must be interested. The items which sell more during these events essentially are the most iconic items. For example, take the Maida bed. It is a work of art which was crafted by 4 artists who worked on this item for approximately 1,000 hours. If I remember correctly, it is made up of over 500,000 miniature tesserae made of gold. We improvise with the certainty that we have talent and we have ideas. So when I go back home during my hours traveling, I become this container full of ideas and thoughts, which I then tip onto the desk of my collaborators with the need to turn them into reality, to make them into a product. Years ago, I went to this disco in Ibiza, the Pacha. It was the Passion Flower evening. 2 days after I got back, it took me a day to get over my hangover, I spilled onto the desk all of my ideas for the Flower Power collection. Of course, France is also a source of inspiration. For example, take a prestigious brand such as Hermès. The brand was founded 300 years ago and it produced horse-riding equipment. 300 years and several generations later, following a lot of suffering and development, it is one of the most prestigious brands in luxury fashion. I'm not looking to obtain all this in a time span of 5 or 6 generations, but I'm trying to contribute as much as possible in my lifetime in order to be able to pass the baton on to those who will come after me.